Hello everybody. In this video we'll try to discuss the impact of solar eclipse occurring on 8th April 2024. So this solar eclipse is very important because during this solar eclipse 8 planets are in tight conjunction in the area of 66 degrees. So if you observe the planetary positions and the energy during this solar eclipse, Saturn is at 21 degree Aquarius and Mars is at 20 degree Aquarius. So they are in very tight conjunction. So when a single planet is in one particular sign, it has some average impact. But when planets are in conjunction, that during conjunction the planets exchange their energies, also they can create new energies. When 3 planets are in conjunction, it's powerful. 4, it is more powerful. 5, it is even more powerful. So the conjunctions basically they emanate new energies, and those energies can change the world. Every eclipse is a cause of change in the world. According to astrology, without eclipse, no change in the world. Only eclipses are causing, big changes in the world. And the planetary conjunctions, they actually cause very big changes. Eclipses cause very big changes in the world. So without eclipse, it doesn't mean no change. Very minute changes you would observe in the world, but for very big changes, transformations, for the transformations you need very important eclipses, you can say. And during the eclipse, Rahu, Sun and Moon are in tight conjunction, as it is a solar eclipse, and they are in Pisces, and Venus is at 10 degree, and it is very comfortable, and even more you can say it's exalted. And you may say Venus, a very natural benefic planet which is exalted, is a kind of benefic thing, but it's not so, because during an eclipse, when a planet is in exaltation, it shows an overflowingness, excessive happiness. Excessive is dangerous, right? If someone is eating 2 bowls of something, it's fine. But what if he's keep on eating 100 bowls, 200 bowls, 300 bowls? It's a kind of excessive behavior, awkwardness. It's showing the excessive or abnormal happiness in the world, right? And then you can see the Mercury is also joining the eclipse path here, because Mercury is at 2 degree Aries. See, whenever the distance between 2 planets is less than or equal to 15 degrees, you can say those 2 planets are in conjunction, and they can create new energies and they exchange energies. And if you observe this Mercury, which is at 2 degree Aries, is only, I think, 6 to 7 degree away from the solar eclipse path. You may say Mercury is very closest planet to Sun, so it is not a very, it may not be very it may not be an important thing, you may say. But of course Mercury is always closest to Sun, and it is always very closer to the solar path, the eclipse path generally. But this eclipse is not this particular Mercury is not a normal Mercury. It's a retro Mercury and also a Gandanta Mercury, because the Mercury is in Ashwini Nakshatra during this solar eclipse, and this Mercury is in retrograde motion. A retro Mercury or any retrograde planet is very powerful, because with respect to Earth, it appears to be moving backward, but it is not actually moving backward. But the rays of a retrograde planet are very powerful compared to the forward moving planet. right? Their impact is more. And even more, whenever a planet is in Gandanta point, it's going to indicate some kind of heavy karmic baggage, all right? So what is a Gandanta point? We discussed in our previous videos also. The bridge between watery sign and fiery sign is the Gandanta area. Where's the bridge actually? So if you see Pisces, which is a watery sign, and Aries, which is a fiery sign, in the Pisces the last pada is Revati fourth pada, right? And in Aries the first pada is Ashwini first pada. So Revati fourth and Ashwini first are at the bridge between this particular Pisces and Aries. So the transition between watery energy to fiery energy is a kind of painful energy. So that's where the Revati fourth and Ashwini first are facing this Gandanta energies. Not only this two padas, also the Aslesha fourth and the Makha first padas, because Cancer is a watery sign and Leo is a fiery sign, and at the bridge, if you observe, you can find this Aslesha fourth and the Makha first. And then another bridge between watery and fiery sign, you can see the bridge between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Scorpio is a watery sign and Sagittarius is a fiery sign. At the bridge, you can say a Scorpio, right? The bridge means the last part of Scorpio is just a fourth pada, and the first area, the primary area of Sagittarius is Mula first. So you can say the Jesta fourth pada and Mula first pada, they have this huge Gandanta energy. Now, so as this Mercury, which is a retrograde Mercury, which is a Gandanta Mercury, is very closest to the solar eclipse path, is going to play a very vital role. And Jupiter is staying at 26 degrees in Aries during this particular solar eclipse. So totally, if you observe from Aquarius, 20 degree Mars, so how much area left? If you travel towards Pisces, on 10 degree area left, so that 10 degree plus the whole Pisces, because the Pisces consists of Rahu, Venus, Sun and Moon during the solar eclipse, so that is 30 degrees. And then the Mercury and Jupiter are in Aries. So the last planet here in Aries is Jupiter, which is at 26 degrees. So 26 degree area of Aries is covered. So from Aquarius to Aries, if you totally see, 10 degree Aquarius, 30 degree Pisces, 26 degree Aries, the total area, totally it is 10 plus 30 plus 26, it is 66 degree area, right, consisting of 8 planets during this particular solar eclipse. Only Ketu is out of this big conjunction, staying in Virgo, just opposite to the Rahu Pisces, right? Now Saturn and Mars are in very, very close conjunction during the eclipse. That is the highlight. And the retro Mercury, the Gandanta Mercury, is very, very closer to the solar eclipse path. That is another highlight. And Venus is exalted. That is another highlight. And one more highlight I want to tell you is this 8 planet conjunction, which is very, very in tight conjunction in the 66 degree area in the sky. 8 planets conjunction occurring on 8th April in 2024. If you sum up 2024, it comes as 8. The whole 8 is coming again and again, right? So 8 is nothing but the big transformation. So that is one important thing. Of course, leaving about the number, even if you observe the behavior of this particular solar eclipse, Saturn and Mars are in close conjunction. Saturn at 21, Mars at 20 during an eclipse. So what happens? Saturn and Mars exchange their energies, and also they try to create new energy. What kind of energy Mars has generally? Mars is the violence, Mars is the criminality, Mars is the high energy, right? The higher strength is Mars. Mars is war. Mars is weapons. That is the general. Mars is the passion, right? The very high passion present in the people, that is also Mars. The extreme energies, the extreme power is Mars, right? You see a bomb, inside the bomb, the bomb seems to be very simple, but inside the bomb, you can find the energy that can, even damage a very big city. That power is Mars. So Mars is explosive basically. And what about Saturn? Saturn is a kind of, is a kind of, it is indicating the labor work, the hard work, right? Saturn is the common people. So when you ask someone a normal question, he may answer politely, but what if he answers badly? With how much badness you can expect an answer from him. It's going to be very, very bad, right? He may use some very filthy language, right? So, right, only they can use it, right? Of course, everyone can use it, but you can expect that kind of filthy language answer from, from a normal guy. That's what I'm telling you. So Saturn is basically associated with some kind of repulsiveness. Also, Saturn is associated with terrorism. So the terroristic activities that you observe in the world, you just see in the history, and that time you observe, on those days you observe the behavior of Saturn. It's clearly, it has some connection with Mars, or it has some kind of speciality, right? Or some connection with Sun, because Saturn and Sun conjunction is also a kind of repulsive. Here, Saturn and Mars, a conjunction, is going to be repulsive. It is associated with violence. It is associated with violence. It is associated with war. Right? There is no doubt about this. So it is ensuring a war energy, a violence energy, and this particular exchange of energy can change. It has the capacity to change the world, right? Because this 8-planet conjunction is occurring in 66-degree area in the sky, a tight conjunction. In that tight conjunction, Saturn and Mars also present, right? That's one thing I can say. And another one is the Venus exaltation during the solar eclipse is showing excessive, abnormal happiness of some group of people in the world. It's not a normal happiness. That is one energy that it is emanating. Another one is Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of trade and Mars, planet of intellect, innovation also. And this Mercury is also releasing some kind of abnormal energy. So whatever, it's not a very, you can say it's not a very big prediction if I just say very, very, innovative, a very, very great and innovative technology may come and rule the world. The seed of that one can be here. Anybody can say, because this Mercury, a retro Gandanta, means associated with a lot of karmic baggage and pain in the solar eclipse path, in the 66-degree tight 8-planet conjunction on 8th April in 2024, showing the 8, right? That kind of frequency, and it is showing a very big transformation, because 8 is nothing but a very, very, very big transformation. So the war, the kind of new technology, a very innovative technology, Even more, see Saturn, whenever Saturn is in Aquarius, you would see the world has got its the generation changing technologies. It happens when Saturn is in Aquarius, it promotes it, because Aquarius is a sign of technology, and even Mercury is in the sign of Aries, which is Aries is the sign of creation, right? So if you connect the dots, clearly this Mercury, is going to create a very great technology. It's going to introduce a very great technology to the world. And the positive point here is Jupiter is at least 26 degrees in Aries in a comfortable position. It is ensuring, even most of the part of the world is under very big crisis. It is ensuring, yes, there are some group of people who are going to be happy, who are following dharma, who are actually following, who are generally happy, who are very comfortable with small things in life. Yes, Jupiter is ensuring happiness to them. Jupiter is ensuring they are not going to be dead. That is Jupiter here, right? So a Mercury showing a special behavior here is also going to impact the trade and commerce. No doubt the trade and commerce of the world will shake. And this Mercury, which is a planet of disease according to Parashara, because it's a natural lord of the natural sixth house, right, that is Virgo, has the capacity to create some new diseases as well, right? But trade and commerce are going to be shaken for sure. And the excessive happiness, some excessive behavior of the people is also ensured because of this Venus exaltation during this particular solar eclipse, or over comfortness of Venus. So any eclipse, especially the solar eclipse, can show its behavior just before the 2 months, even more, sometimes 3 months before the eclipse also, and after 3 months of the eclipse also. Within the 5-month period, take 8th April 2024 as the midpoint, move 2.5 months back, move 2.5 months forward, this whole 5 months, this particular eclipse, which is a very, very important eclipse of the human history, is going to create impact in these 5 months. 8th April 2024 in the sense, just move 2 months back, Feb and Jan, mid of Jan itself, you will feel this energy. The whole world will feel this energy. And after 8th April, just before 8th April is nothing but March and Feb. So mid of Feb, from the mid of Feb itself, people would feel this energy. So mid of Feb, right, is going to be important. And after April is May, June. So till June, this energy will seed up, will create a very, very, transformational things for the world. The 8th April 2024, 8 planet tide conjunction in 66 degree area. So the predictions are the wars and violence in the many parts of the world because of the Saturn-Mars close conjunction exchange, and it's going to continue the wars. It has the energy, it has the push to continue the wars occurring around the world or whatever. So, and also Saturn represents protests. The Saturn and Mars conjunction, whenever it occurs, especially during this kind of solar eclipse, it is ensuring very, very big protests from the common people, from a large group of people, right? That is one important thing. You should not, you know. So the whole point is, if the world leaders think about the development of the people and the general wellness and happiness of the people, you know, this eclipse energies also, you know, may go down, because the human behavior, humans are putting lot of when humans are putting lot of efforts and also praying God, following spirituality to control this kind of energies, then humans at least have some good days. Otherwise, you know, if the world leaders are also not taking care of the common people, then this particular energy is going to be repulsive, violent. So wars, repulsiveness, violence, very very huge, very very big protests from the common people, from large group of people, and over happiness, the kind of abnormality in the happiness, abnormal happiness from some leaders or some group of people also seen here. And the trade and commerce going to be affected super badly, no words to say. And the Mercury, the natural disease planet, right, related to bowel movement also. So it can create, or it can increase, right, the virus, the kind of diseases also. And the only happiest thing, Jupiter in 26 degrees, it's not at all disturbed by this particular whole solar eclipse thing. So if you're following a very good path, if you're happy and comfortable with little things in your life, yes, God is with you. Don't worry, just be happy. See, the world, the whole energy is just eliminating all the scrap from the world, all the evil from the world. It's just ensuring that golden days ahead, golden days ahead, right? 1,000-year gold age is ahead. But this thing's happening just to eliminate the scrap, and also, of course, to promote some of the great and good people for the higher worlds, promoting their liberation and all. But it is eliminating, remember, it is eliminating all the scrap, all the scrap. So all the evil will be vanished. It's going to be dead. The evil is going to be dead, no doubt. Very, very, you know, it's a very, very great transformation for the world. Thank you for watching this video.